Now we want to compute the percentage change from one day to the next. Okay. So what is the change in price? And there is a function for that, which is PCT underscore change. So we say returns, create a new data frame called returns, then so this will take the returns data frame, and then it will start from the second row, because that's, you need the difference, right? So you go to the second row, how much did it change from the first row, and make that into a proportion. And then the third row relative to second row, fourth row relative to third row, and so on. So daily change is what we get here. Okay, and so let's okay, it should be returns. Return is a keyword, so you need to be careful. So you get the top 5 rows here, and you see the first row is missing, NAN, because this is daily change. You can't do that for the first row. Okay. And you see that we get it all the way through the end. Okay. So now we have the data ready. Okay. Now we can do the analysis. So if you say returns dot CORR, that's your correlation. And of course, correlation between Apple and IBM is the same as IBM and Apple. So you'll see this is a symmetric matrix. Okay, and across the diagonal, of course, it's going to be 1, because correlation between itself is 1. Okay, so you get your correlation right there. Okay. Now, if you wanted just one correlation, so you didn't want the whole thing, okay, then you can do it this way. Returns, say you wanted Apple and say Google, right? And there is a method called cov that will give you the covariance. Okay, for some reason you wanted covariance, then you can find the covariance with the COV method. Okay, and there is another one called core width. Core width, you can, okay, let's first do one core width. So returns dot core width, okay, and returns, say, IBM. Okay. So this generates this column. So it takes IBM and it correlates with all the columns of returns. Okay, but what CoreWidth can do is it can do correlation between two different things. Like we can correlate returns with volume. Okay, returns dot CoreWidth, then you say volume, then you get correlation between return and volume. But here what's happening is you have price, there are 4 columns. You have volume, you have 4 columns, right? So IBM price, IBM volume. Google price, Google volume. Microsoft price, so on. So this is for each ticker symbol correlation between return, percentage return, and volume.